Hi everyone. We are going to be inspired by Shannon Green and her zine that she made. Not that zines are only by Shannon. No, everybody makes a zine. I have already pre-prepared a zine paper for myself. I wanted it watercolor background, and watercolor just takes forever to dry. So I've pre-prepared this so that I can make my zine. But I wanted to kind of show you guys, if you hadn't seen how they are constructed. This is out of a really thick watercolor paper. It was a little bit difficult to do, but it's not impossible, right? I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper out of my trash just so that you guys can see. You fold the whole thing lengthwise in half like that. Okay? Then you fold this whole thing in half this way. Okay, so you've got yourself kind of like a book. And then this page you fold back on itself this direction. I'm using the scrap paper, well, for several reasons. One is because it's easier to fold. And then you fold this one back on itself this direction. So now you have that. Okay? Then you open the whole thing up. I'm going to put a cutting mat down so I don't cut on my desk. You open the whole thing up. Can you guys see the squares? Right? You want to only cut this one in the middle from here to here. So let me draw those real quick so that you can see them better. Let's see. If I do here, maybe if I do with a pen. Here. I'm just going to take and I'm going to just run this pen along this edge. Right, like that. Can you see that better? Yeah, you can see that better. Okay, and so where my folds are, let's see, so you can see my folds, different colors. This one. Just so you can see the folds. Okay. So now you should be able to see my folds a little bit. So my middle one, here's that fold, and that fold. You want to cut this middle line between here and here, just this part. Okay, you don't want to cut over here or over here. So the easiest way to do that is to get yourself a straight edge, fold the paper up like right up against it like that, where your fold is, get yourself a cutter and just cut along that line. Did that go through? Yeah. Okay, you want to go all the way, make sure you get all the way to the corners though. Okay. Simple. Then, when you pick this up, you want to kind of like pinch and pull it this way so that your folds end up like this. See how that is? And then when you fold it all down like that, you get a little booklet that you can do like so, right? That's how that is constructed. Easy peasy. So that's what I've done here, except for I then put some watercolors on there. I wanted each page to be a different color so that when I fold it, each one of my pages is a different color. Now, I'll probably put some tape on here, some double-sided or glue. You could glue it so that your papers don't like all curl up. And any of these ones can be the front of your paper, of your book. Now, because I used watercolor paper, it's already coming apart because this paper is not meant to fold like this. But, you know, it's not a masterpiece. It's just for my fun pleasure to play with. So let's see, what do I want as my covers? I think I want to take those bright colors away from each other. Or that one feels like it fits good. Yeah, that fits good. Okay, that's folding nicely. Sometimes the paper folds better one way than another. We're going to make that our zine. So I've already picked, oh, and if you don't have a bone folder, it helps if you have a bone folder. I don't have a bone folder. I just used an old gift card to like push down on all my edges. You don't need to see me tape this together. I will tape this together on another day. But I figured the easiest way to draw would actually be flat. The only thing you have to do is remember which edge is your bottom so that you're going all the same direction. I'm going to put a little tiny mark down here on the bottom of my pages so I know where the bottom is. Because when I open it up, I might forget where's the bottom. Okay. Basically, the bottom is along the two long edges. So as long as I always have the long edge facing me, and this is my bottom. And then we're going to draw something in each one of these and create my zine. Today, we're just going to do one page at a time, one block at a time. I don't know which, what did I decide what was the covers? Was the green and the pink. Okay, so I think I want, so those two are my front and my backs. Let's zoom in and we will make, I picked out of the pages we have left. I didn't have very many pages left actually. Only had like maybe a dozen. Patterns left out of Alina's first deck. So I decided these were the 8 I wanted to use for this. Sorry, bumping into my microphone. Let's do this one as the first one because it's an easy one. It's called Zepdots. She has us making some sort of grid. Obviously doesn't have to be straight or consistent because she's got it in a mandala. Then on each of the corners, we're going to put a little circle. And then we're going to like enclose that circle like this. So it's got a dot there, but then that. And then when she has it on her mandala, she's got her dots, little dots here, and then this shape here. So it really doesn't matter whether you are this way or this way, as long as you have yourself a grid. So let's do Zepdots here. What size do I want to draw with? Let's draw with this pen. And I am going to draw. Where'd my pencil go? I just had my pencil. Oh, I stuck it way over there. Okay, let's do a grid this way. And I put the black or the dark around the edges because I like to have a border. So I just went ahead and just did it. Okay. So when I did my watercolors on this page, I just got the page like really wet, smooshed some paper color on. I didn't want it to be like a consistent color wash. I wanted that kind of textury look, watercolor look in the background. I didn't go on my line on any of those ones. Let's see if I can erase my line gently. So I'll erase off my watercolor. Oh, very good. It erases. As long as I'm gentle. Awesome. Good to know. You never know when you play with something you've never played with before. I've not done much drawing on watercolor. Excuse me. A little congesty this morning. All right. And then we're going to do dots. Just little circles. Did we leave ourselves a spot to put the name? Maybe. So this is a variation of Enzeppel. I like Enzeppel. It's a fun pattern to do. Just like that. Really feels like it should have one there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I think I needed to make my dots bigger. Never done this pattern before. They really feel like they should have been bigger. Yep, you definitely need to make those a little bit bigger. This middle bit should have been that big. Maybe we'll just make them double dots. Why not? That will give it that bit of texture, just fine. Make them a little bit bigger. I like it needs another one here. Like that. So how you guys been? How's your weekend? Let's see, you're going to see this on a Monday, the 10th of June. This is called Zepdots. So how was your weekend? As of the day I'm drawing this, which is the end of May, we're not quite to Memorial Day yet, but it is still cold here. Cold for us. Not cold, but this week is graduation week for most of our schools. And traditionally, graduation week, we are hot. Like when I graduated from high school, I remember this distinctly. It was 110 degrees or something like that. It was so hot. I know it was well over 100, and it had been over 100 for some time. I put ice packs in my pockets of my dress or my pants, or what was I wearing? I don't even remember what I wore as underneath my cap and gown. But those nylon caps and gowns were so hot. I had ice packs in under my clothes or under my gown because it was just so hot. This is Zep. And once you're done with that, it's basically it's done, but you should shade because I think shading really lends itself to this. I'm wondering if I want to shade with, I think I'm going to shade with colored pencil in the same similar shade as my background so that I'm not making a weird, oh, I'm bumping my camera. Got to get out my colored pencils. Let me do that. Kind of red, like a dark red, like maybe Indian red. We'll try this as a shading color. I'm going to shade on one side like this to make those kind of look like stones. But anyway, what I was saying was that it's traditionally well into the 90s or 100s at this time of year. And today is 59 degrees and we have a small percent chance of rain. It's cloudy. It's unusually cold for us. Feels weird. It doesn't feel like we're approaching summer. It feels like we're still in early spring. I don't know. It's very strange. I'm still wearing a sweater to work. Usually by now, I'm got my hair up into a ponytail and I'm having a hard time even just wanting to go to work and not be in shorts. It's very weird. Do you guys have weird weather this year? Just seems like weird weather this year. We've had an unusually, it hasn't been overly wet, but we've had a lot of rain. But it's just been a lot of cloudy, cold days. Not that I want it to be 110 because I really like this weather. I mean, this isn't so bad. A little bit of sunshine would be nice. I would much rather it be in the mid upper 60s, lower 70s. That's my perfect temperature. But I'd much rather be cold than over 100. The over 100 just, I don't do well in the heat anymore. I really need to keep myself well hydrated, lots of electrolytes. House is filled with the electrolyte powders. There we go. Look at that. Now, do I even need any highlight? I'm not sure that I do because my background is pretty well highlighted, but let me put a little bit of white just up in here. Can you even see it? Not really. Maybe with my gel pen I can do just some little like bright highlights. Let's do that instead. Oh yeah, that's better. Something's wiggling. I don't know what's wiggling. Something's making a noise as I jiggle my desk. That feels good. That highlight feels really good. And you notice I'm not being super picky with it because, light will bounce off surfaces differently, like all over the place. Okay, so that is zine page number 1, Zepdots. And I'm going to just go ahead and leave it like this as I zoom in for my thumbnail because it doesn't really matter which direction it is, does it? Let's get nice and close and juicy there. There's Zepdots. An easy one. I will see you on the next video, which will be on Wednesday. So we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday. We got a couple of weeks worth here. Simple, easy ones, right? And I will see you guys next time. You guys go out and have a nice day. I'm about ready to have lunch. I'm to that point. I'm getting hungry. All right, you have a blessed day. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.